Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode in my Football Manager series. This is episode number 9, and today, as you can tell, I'm in a better mood, and let me explain why. So in the last episode, you saw two extremely frustrating results for us. We drew 1-1 with Crystal Palace, they scored a stoppage time equaliser, and then we lost 2-1 at home to Stoke City. I was saying that after that game there was a strong chance we could get relegated. Well, we responded and I played 4 games off camera, and the first 2 against Watford and Chelsea, we won both of them by 2-0. Incredible results, and the reason why we finally started winning and keeping clean sheets is because I changed the team lineup and I changed the team tactics. We went to a 4-4-1-1 and we looked so much better, particularly on defense, which has been our biggest concern for us all year long. We've been leaking goals, so I changed the tactics. I went to a 4-4-1-1 and we just looked such a better team, and it was one of those moments where I wish I played those games on camera because I'd look like a genius. But either way, we changed the tactics. We won 2 on the bounce, then we drew 1-1 at home to Norwich, and our last game was a 2-0 defeat to Manchester City. Now, I did say in the last episode I was going to come back for games against City and Liverpool, but by this stage we were already safe. So you can see the table right now going to final game against Liverpool, 37 games in, we're already safe. Right now we're in 15th place with 42 points, West Brom in 18th place have 38 points, and of course they or Bournemouth will most certainly be the teams that go down. So those two will be fighting for survival on the final day. So yeah, we're safe in the Premier League, which is fantastic. It's really good. Also, I want to show you as well, I've been given a new contract. I'm not sure I'll be able to find it here. Let me just quickly skip to it. So this was when I was offered a new contract then on the 30th of April. I was wondering when it was going to come. I was almost certain they would offer me a contract at some stage because my initial deal was up at the end of the year. But yeah, Hugh Jenkins offered me a new deal. I got the wage increase to 21 grand a week, and it makes me a bit more secure here at the club. It's a 2-year extension, so I should be here now until 2018. So yeah, I'm pretty pleased with that because again, I was a little bit worried. I was a little bit fearful as the season was coming to its close that they may say that even though we have secured safety, because we've failed to meet our FA Cup objective and also the league objective, we'll most likely finish below mid-table, which is where the board wanted us to finish. They might still sack me, but instead they've given me a new contract. That's fantastic. I'll be staying until 2018, hopefully, and yeah, I'm really pleased. So hopefully now we should be a bit more secure at the club, which is really important. And yeah, I'm pretty pleased, and the board seem pretty pleased. I'm stable. I'm here at Swansea, and hopefully for the long term. And so as we come into the first and only game of today's episode, it is against Liverpool for the Barclays Premier League final day. We are safe, so this game effectively means nothing. If you look at the league table, we can finish as high, despite being 15th place, we can finish as high as 12th place. So a win today could propel us to 12th place in the table. That's pretty good. But of course, if we lose today, we could end up finishing in 17th place. We can't be relegated. We're going to finish around this stage anyway, obviously, because we can't finish anywhere else. But still, the game effectively means nothing. Most things you can see in the table have already been guaranteed. The Champions League will be quite interesting to see who gets in and who misses out. Can City and West Ham hold on to the 3rd and 4th place, or will Chelsea and United overtake them? And of course the relegation zone as well. Newcastle are pretty much effectively safe, but as for Bournemouth and West Brom, it'll be interesting to see who goes down. But as we take on Liverpool here, we are at Liberty Stadium for our final game of the season. It's quite interesting because you can see my team lineup here. I've rested a lot of players, I've made a lot of changes to the side, and the reason being is quite simple. I'm basically saying to these players out there, quite a lot of them, this is your game to prove you deserve a place in this Swansea side next season, because you look at some of the players I'm putting out there: Angel Rangel, Kyle Bartley, Northvelt, Kyle Norton, Leon Britton, Wayne Routledge, Bafétimbi Gomez. These are players who this season I haven't really used too much, other than Kyle Norton. I haven't really used too much, and a lot of them have deals up come the end of next season, and I'm starting to think maybe there are some players here who I'm not too keen on should be getting shipped on. Even the old servants like Angel Rangel and Leon Britton, I haven't been convinced by them this season, and even though to keep them here would be good for to show their fans' favourites, and I want to sort of play to the fans and show them I have respect for the old guard here, I don't really have too many plans for them going forward. So it's going to be interesting. Wayne Routledge in particular, definitely thinking about shipping on next season. Same with Gomez. So it'll be interesting to see how we do. This is the full team. Northvelt in goal, back four of Norton, Williams, Bartley, Rangel, midfield four of Montero, Britton, Bentancur and Wayne Routledge, Sigurdsson as the attacking midfielder, and Gomez as our lone striker. And of course, our last game was lost to Manchester City by 2-0. But since we've switched to the 4-4-1-1, I've played these games off camera, we've been a lot better defensively. So even though we take on Liverpool, a good Liverpool side are in 10th place right now, I'm still sitting here thinking, I think we can definitely get a win in this game, despite a lot of changes. And hopefully, we can finish quite high up the table, because that'll make this season look a bit better for us. Because it was such a disastrous first season for a long period of time. And of course, the real kick in the teeth was, of course, the loss to Bolton in the Capital One Cup final. I talked about that final as, you know, the best chance ever of getting silverware in the early stages of this series, and of course we lost to a championship side in stoppage time. But we take on Liverpool for the final Barclays Premier League game. Can we get a win? Can we finish as high as 12th? Let's find out. So the first highlight is going to happen pretty much directly after kickoff. Firmino plays the ball long towards Prato here. Bartley catches up, but Prato takes it round him and puts it into the bottom corner. So 52 seconds in, we're a goal down. Lucas Prato's got it, and I feel like a bit of a Prato. So I was talking about players needing to prove themselves, and Kyle Bartley, well, not really the best way of showing he deserves a place in the team next season. That was pretty horrendous defending there from the English centre-half, and we're a goal down inside the first couple of minutes. Great. So second highlight comes here, and unfortunately it's for Liverpool once again, as Lucas Leiva finds Alberto Moreno down left-hand side, through towards the Brazilian Coutinho, who takes it round Angel Rangel, another player desperate to prove himself, and not doing a great job, a knifer is Nordfeldt, who allows the shot to creep in at the near post. It probably had a lot of power on it, but I still feel as though Nordfeldt should have been saving that one. We're 2 goals down, 17 minutes in. Coutinho takes it around Angel Rangel way too easily, takes a strike from just inside the area, and again, Nordfeldt, I mean, that's just, I don't know what that was. He seemed to be struck by the force or something. That's just terrible goalkeeping with 2 goals down, and this could be free. It turns out I prematurely jinxed that. It could be free, thankfully, and as Omre Chan plays it back towards Mignolet. I mean, seriously, I talk about the 4-4-1-1, I say it was working well, I was like, yes, I figured it out, I know how to win games of Football Manager. Turn the camera on, oh no, we're rubbish again. I was really hoping we could possibly go all the way up to 12th place in the table, that would be fantastic, but instead going to drop to 16th, and this could be free for Liverpool here as Coutinho swings in a corner and Omre Chan puts it in. I changed the tactics, I went to a 4-4-1-1, and we just looked such a better team. It's free for Liverpool. So even though we take on Liverpool, a good Liverpool side are in 10th place right now, I'm still sitting here thinking, I think we can definitely get a win in this game. My word. Coutinho's corner is a good one towards the near post. Omre Chan with the bicycle kick into the back of the net. 3-0. Liverpool just toying with us right now. Prato for Liverpool. Let's not see it become 4. Oh, Kyle Bartley slides in when he was already on a booking. That's going to be his second. I mean, what a catastrophic way to end what has been such a subpar season. And that will do it then. Final score here at Liberty Stadium. Swansea 0, Liverpool 3. We lose once again. A very disappointing performance. And I've got to be honest here. Angel Rangel, Kyle Bartley. I mean, they're gone. I mean, they're gone. And Leon Britton probably going to go as well. I mean, I'm very disappointed in the fact that this is a really important game for a lot of those players, and instead, I mean, again, I just want to point out with the stats though, like every single time we lose a game, particularly in a heavy defeat as well, we never seem to play that badly in the stats. We just don't take our chances and we concede silly goals. So frustrating final game. And the Barclays Premier League table, let's take a look at that then as the season comes to its close. I think West Brom survived, did they not? Yes, they did. West Brom survived and Bournemouth got relegated. How about that? West Brom just avoiding a drop by goal difference. Bournemouth go back down to the Championship alongside Sunderland and Palace, who were relegated a long time ago. But to Palace's credit, they got 7 of their final 15 points, or 8 of their final 15 points in the final 6 games. That's pretty crazy for a side who was so bad for a long time. But still, Bournemouth, Sunderland, Palace go down. Spurs were crowned champions a couple games ago. Leicester finished in 2nd, United 3rd, City 4th. West Ham dropped to the Europa League. And Chelsea finished in 6th place, and that was how the table finished. So 16th place for Swansea come the end of the season. Not a great season for us. We let in 65 goals in 38 games. That's just poor, really, really poor. And there's a lot to consider over the summer. We're going to be able to clear out, that's for sure. A lot of these players will not return. And so as you take a look at the final squad for Swansea, then you can see their stats at the bottom here and their attributes here as well. I must admit, a lot of these players won't be returning for next season. You know, quite a few will be. There are also some players here who are pretty much indispensable and will definitely be staying, such as Benteke and Fabianski as well. Liam Cullen, a young striker. Want to keep Poloski as well. You know, there are quite a few players who I would like to keep here at Swansea for next season and beyond. But there's also a lot of players here who, quite simply, you'll be looking at their stats and their attributes as well. I have no plans to keep them whatsoever. So quite a few of these players won't be returning. It's going to be a very busy summer transfer window at the Liberty Stadium. Quite a lot of deals will need to be done for players to leave and also to join the club as well. I'll be interested to see what our initial budget is. We'll find out very soon. But yeah, it's been a pretty poor debut year with Swansea, but the only way is up, hopefully. And you can see the stats here for Swansea as well. Top scorer was Poloski with 14 goals. Sigurdsson has the most assists with 11. Also had the highest average rating as well. Best pass completion, Ki-Sung Young. Sigurdsson had the most player of the match awards. And you can see the disciplinary awards there as well. And the stats too. Sigurdsson, fans player of the season with 59% of the votes. Hardly a surprise. This guy is really, really, really good. And we cannot afford to see him get sold over the summer transfer window. He also won goal of the season as well against Palace. Signed the season, Benteke. No surprise, Amadou Barrow was our young player of this season. So it was a season of disappointment for Swansea as pre-season predictions and mid-table safely gave way to a battle against relegation. They only just emerged unscathed from. Yeah, it was a season of disappointment, but hopefully the board will keep us on. They'll have to now to give me a new contract, and hopefully next season will be a lot better. And so finally the board set our initial budgets, and as you can see, they've given us £22 million for next season. Now that is going to be pretty awesome. Looking forward to that. And we don't need to rely on signing players like Paul Dummett anymore. Good. Alright then, so that will end today's episode of my Football Manager series, guys. I really hope you have enjoyed it. The season has ended, we've avoided relegation, we've finished in 16th place. I'm going to play pre-season off camera and then I'll come back for the new season starting in the next episode where hopefully we will have signed some good new players for this Swansea team and we'll look a little bit stronger going into our second season. So thanks very much for watching today's episode, guys. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If there's anything I didn't show which you were hoping to see, let me know in the comment section down below or hit me up on Twitter and I'll try and get time to show you whatever it is you wanted to see, and I will see you for the next episode of the Football Manager series very soon.